position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To throw, it's Parker. Makes the grab. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Got it in the middle, it's Perkins. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Parker. Got his man on the right. Creates a little space. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play, it didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Dalton. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And just when you think the fullback is extinct, he makes a play, makes a catch, and moves the chains.
You got to be impressed with this fullback, too, because he's obviously built to block. He's built to live in the trenches. Look at this guy. But he has the ability to catch the football. Very soft hands. He's a good little weapon in this offense.
They'll give it to the back. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get it. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keep it on the ground. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Back to throw, it's Parker. Got it! He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Off play action. Dances away to buy time. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open on the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Man, that linebacker timed that play so well. I'm surprised the running back even held on to the football. They're lucky that was only a tackle for loss.
Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
He gets a hand on it.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
Great place to start for this offense. The give to the fullback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Dropping back, it's Parker. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Lost the fire on second down. Touchdown, Red Raider! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. If you've got opportunities, you've got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They're trying to put anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in bounds.
Back to pass. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage on that last one. It's second and 11. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Golden Gophers will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll keep it himself. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Parker. Got his man quickly. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it, threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets it.
Turning it off. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, number 19. Powers through. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. They get him down with this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Bowling Green. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Parker. He lets one fly deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points.
And the defense got him at the 27. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It'll be a draw. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And remember, he's already had 1 block in this game. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting a field goal.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Parker. He'll off one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The short hands, it's Bean. Oh, he's got some space. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He's at the touchdown, Golden Gophers. Once he got some room, it was over. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in this second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. But I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The short hands, it's Dalton. He'll make the play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Like the Mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's when to catch it, big fella.
The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Parker. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This this offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Finds his man down the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did, after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Under fire. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first.
He's loose down the middle. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the
Touchdown, Red Raider. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got room to work. Fights off the defender.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Running back searching for a hole. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss. They completely flip the script. Here's the guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. They'll try to sneak it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet.
And how nice has it been to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got fourth and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he got loose. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Parker. Right on the money. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Parker. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The sweet feet buy a little time. the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. Late in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out to the back. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Just keep slinging it. Dumps it off in the flats. Made a defender miss. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Minnesota! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse. Pulls it out of the line. Off the running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raider.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go back to work on offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points, you get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Good job on this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Parker. Balls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown!
what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation.